Okay, today's class I will discuss something about the t-test which I have left. I thought that I'll discuss in the later part so that once you understood the hypothesis testing, then we'll discuss the t-test. It is similar to that of the hypothesis testing. Only thing is that there are certain thing difference are there. I'm just going to tell the difference. Let us see this problem and it will be very clear. Are you able to read the problem? Let us say the problem
Yes,
is the
the
specimen of a
specimen.
copper wires drawn from a large lot having the following breaking strength. As you know that copper wire has a strength. We can break the copper wire. And like this 578, 572, 570, 568, 572, 570 like that, it is the test range is there. Now, using the T statistics, you have to find out whether the mean breaking strength of the load can be taken as 578 kg weight or not. So, how will you solve this type of problem? Have you seen this problem? Just see that one. So that we will go to the next slide. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Everybody, have you gone through this problem? Should we move to the next slide?
Yes, sir. We can move.
Now, what is dependent? How will you solution? First, what we will form the null hypothesis first. So, what will be the null hypothesis? H0 is equal to mu, which is equal to 578 because we want to test at 578. That is our null hypothesis. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir. Clear.
So, what will be our alternate hypothesis? It will be not equal to 578. That means mu1,
Yes, sir.
mu alternate is equal
Yes, sir.
to not equal to 578. Is it clear now?
Yes,
Then
sir.
what is the second step?
Yes, sir.
Since n is equal to 10, because when t-test is applicable, write down t-test is applicable when our sample size is 30 or less than 30. T-test is applicable when our sample size is 30 or less than 30. Condition 1. Condition 2. When the population standard deviation is not known. When the population standard deviation is not known. Is it clear?
Clear, sir.
So in this case, there are two conditions by which we can apply that t-test. First condition, the population, the sample size, which is denoted by the alphabetical n, which should be less than 30 or 30. So in this case, our sample size,
Sir,
yes, tell me.
in t-test, what is the meaning of the t?
T is basically the statistics like Z test we will use, F test we will use, like ANOVA we have used F test. In hypothesis we have to Z test. Similarly, T statistics is there. Similarly, various types of statistics are there. So T is another tabulations that is there, and we have to find it from the tabulations. T test. T is basically a test where we will find out the test is applicable. T-test is basically applicable when we have these two conditions, when the sample size is 30 or less than 30, when the population standard deviation is not known. So these are the basically two situations we can go for that. Is it clear now? Now, next part is it clear?
Clear, sir.
Next part is calculate the T or calculation of the T. If you remember, we have calculated the Z in the initial case. Now here we have to calculate the T. So similar formula x bar minus mu or mu h0 divided by sigma x divided by n. Here everything is known to us, but sigma s is not known to us because population standard deviation here is not given. Now from this sample we have to find out the population standard deviation. Is it clear now? So how will you find out the population
Yes.
standard deviation? So serial number 1, 2, 3, you see the x1 it has been given. So x1 minus x bar you can calculate. Then x1 minus x bar whole square you can calculate. Is it clear now? Simple. Is it clear, Shreyas?
Clear. Clear, clear.
Clear? Next. Then we will have the next slide. Now serial number 4, 568, then x1 minus x bar. Similarly 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So for each case, we have calculated the x1, we have calculated the x1 minus x bar, then we have square it. So we find out x1 minus x bar square, the summation is equal to 1456 and x1 bar is equal to 5720. So what should be our, you can say sigma s? Sigma s will be x1 minus x bar whole square divided by n minus 1 whole square root, which is our standard
sir.
deviation. So which is equal to 12.72. Everybody is clear? Up to
Clear,
this,
sir.
everybody is clear?
12.72.
12.72 sigma x. Now you know to
Now
calculate the
to
t,
T.
let us put the value of sigma s in the t value. So 572, which is our already calculated, minus 578 divided by 12.72 into divided by 10 the square root, which is coming at out 1 point minus
So what,
1.488. Is it clear?
सर इससे पहले वाले स्लाइड में थोड़ा जाइए ना.
पहले वाला स्लाइड, चलिए पहले वाला स्लाइड कीजिए. हाँ बताइए
सर इसमें बस टी का फॉर्मूला देखना था.
कौन सा फॉर्मूला है?
टी का सर ये वाला
हाँ,
सिग्मा बार सिग्मा सर एक्स बार माइनस
म्यू.
म्यू. यस सर, नल हाइपोथेसिस ना.
ठीक है. म्यू इज हाउ मच वी हैव टेकन इज 578
यस सर.
because we are trying to test on 578 kgs whether the wire has the strength of 578 or not. So we are trying to test on 578.
So it's bit similar to hypothesis.
It is same that hypothesis, not similar. It is almost all similar, but when we have to know that how will we apply the t-test. The example I have given to make you
Yes.
understand that how
When sample size is less than 30 or when the standard deviation of the sample size is not given in the
no,
question.
then in that case, when the standard deviation of the sample size is not given to you, in that case, how will you calculate the standard deviation and how will you put in the particular formula? Is it clear now?
Yes sir.
Now, once you put the formula, then you calculate it. T calculation is the minus 1.488. Now, degrees of freedom, as I have told you yesterday, it will be, the sample size is 10. So, degrees of freedom will be 10 minus 1, that is 9. Is it clear now?
Yes sir.
Now, coming to the next slide, if we see from the table, there is a T table. If we put the T table, then under the degrees of freedom of 9, then the T distribution, we found the value of 2.262. So, since the value is 2.262, but our calculated value is minus 1.488, which in the acceptance region. So, we will accept the null hypothesis at 5% level of significance. Yes, any doubt, any question?
No sir. Sir here sir, this value, so R will be given the question, sir.
This value will be given to you, don't worry. This T value, that is the tabulated value, will be given to you because you cannot calculate.
Yes.
It will be given to you in the examination. So you have to tally the calculated T value with the tabulated T value. Then you have to check whether it is lying in the acceptance region, whether it is lying in the rejection region. Is it clear now?
Clear sir.
Same thing. Now t-test is based on T distribution. I have given the theory. Considered an appropriate test for judging the significance of sample mean or difference of mean. So t-test can be three type of t-test. One is called sample t-test, one sample t-test. Another is called paired t-test. Paired t-test means when there are two samples and we want to compare the means. Paired. Let us say sample 1 and sample 2. So when you compare the means, that is called paired t-test. So paired t-test, independent t-test and one sample t-test. So these are the three t-tests. But for you, don't go for in-depth. Only for you, you have to know what is a t-test, how it is applied and the problem if it is asked in the examination. Is it clear?
Clear sir.
Any question on t-test? Any question on t-test? Because I have not discussed, I thought that I'll discuss with you so that you people can understand and can practice also. So that's why I have taken one problem also. Is it clear?
Yes sir. Yes sir. Problem are also clear.
Clear?
And when we have to use the t-test, it's also clear sir.
Yes. So in case of examination, if I ask questions, then can you solve the problem? Where will be the
Yes,
hypothesis testing? Maybe t-test, maybe z-test, maybe ANOVA. Can you do the hypothesis testing?
Yes sir. So which test, which method we have to use for hypothesis testing?
Just
it will
one
be
second,
mentioned in the
just one
question.
second. সুব্রতা, আমরা এখানে ক্লাস থাকে আছে, আপনার 1:30 বাজের জন্য ফোন করে। ঠিক আছে, ঠিক আছে, ঠিক আছে। हाँ हाँ, बोलिए।
सर कौन सा सर टी टेस्ट, जेड टेस्ट या एनोवा टेस्ट, कौन सा टेस्ट यूज करना है? ये तो सर ऑलरेडी क्वेश्चन में मेंशन रहेगा क्या?
नहीं, जैसे टी टेस्ट कहाँ पे यूज होगा आपको पता चल जाएगा, व्हेन द सैंपल साइज इज लेस
टी
देन
टेस्ट तो
30।
समझ गया
ठीक है। जेड
सर।
टेस्ट
एनोवा
नॉर्मली
सर
व्हेन द
एनोवा
सैंपल साइज,
तो बता
हाँ देखिए मैं बता देता हूँ, डोंट वरी। टी टेस्ट विल बी यूज्ड व्हेन द सैंपल साइज इज 30 or less than 30 and when the population standard deviation is not known. Apart from
is
that,
not
you
given.
can use Z test anywhere else. Is it clear now? No problem. Now,
So Z test, so we can use Z test anywhere else in every
anywhere,
condition.
when the population, when the sample size is more than 30, you can use. Clear? Now, in case of ANOVA, where there are three means, what is the ANOVA? We are comparing the three training methods. If you see,
Analysis of variance.
yes, analysis of the variance. In that case, we are comparing the mean of the two populations or mean of the two samples. So, mu1 is equal to mu2 is equal to mu3. So, ANOVA is basically analysis of the variance. So, when there is basically three situation, two situation, maybe there are three cases, maybe two cases. So, you can use ANOVA, and for ANOVA, you will find a F tabulated value, it will be given to you. Clear?
Clear, sir.
Clear? Any doubt on this? Any doubt
No,
on
sir, no
hypothesis testing? So that I thought that I'll spend some time all of you so that you can understand clearly, because we are very short of time and you need to understand also at the same time. Any question on this? Any question? Now, apart from this, today I will discuss something about correlation and regression, which is the last part of your, you can say, courses. I'll discuss something. Though this is a very important chapter, but for you at the BBA level, just some understanding is required for the correlation and regressions. Okay. Now, what will happen? Let us say correlation is basically a concept or a statistics that is used to find the strength of the association between two metric variables. What is metric variables? How many scales are there? How many scales are there?
So 4 scales.
4 scales. First one is called
Nominal, ordinal, ratio and interval.
So both ratio and interval scales both are called the metric scales. If the scale is a ratio or an interval scale, in that case the scale is called a metric scale. If the scales are ordinal and nominal, it is called a non-metric scale. It is clear now? Look to my slide. Look to my slide. First one. Look to my slide.
Yes.
If the scales, if the scales are, there are 4 type of scales. पहला तो जो scale
Yes.
है, nominal scale and ordinal scale, they are also known as non-metric scale. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Interval scale and the ratio scale, which are there, they are known as metric scale. Clear?
Clear, sir. Now clear.
Clear? So, in case of correlation, we want to find out whether these two variables are correlated or is there a relation between these two variables or not. We just want to find out. So that's why it shows the strength of association between two variables, let us say variable x and let us say variable y. Let us take a practical example. Let us say you people are watching the television. So let us say the students are watching the television during this COVID-19 situation. So when the people are watching the television, then their mind is somehow disturbed or maybe inclined towards watching the television. So in that case, what is the reading habit? So I want to study the reading habit of the student, whether it is influenced by the television or not. So in this case, that there are two variables. One is called reading habits, another is called television, watching the television. Now which is the dependent, which is the independent variable here in case?
Sir, please, sir, can you please once
Yes.
explain the
Let us say
situation?
in this COVID-19 situation, you people are watching the television because you know that most of the serials are giving most of the morals that is giving the television because to motivate the people, to encourage the people, to increase the morale of the people. At the same time, also you have to read because unless and otherwise you read, then it will very difficult to you to get a good marks in the examination. So there is a relation between the television watching and the reading habits. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So which is independent variable, which is dependent variable in these two variables? There are two variables. One is called reading habits, another is called television watching. So which is a dependent variable, which is independent variable here?
Sir, television watching is independent.
Okay, so dependent is
Reading.
reading habits. Yes, absolutely right. So reading habits, which is basically the students का जो reading habits है, this is dependent on the television watching. So reading habits has a association, has a relationship with the television viewing or television watching. These things are proved by the correlations, and correlation has been significantly, we determine the correlation by a coefficient that is known as Pearson correlation coefficient. It has been given in the last thing. So since it was originally proposed by Carl Pearson, so it is known as Pearson correlation coefficient, or we simply say that correlation coefficient, or sometimes we say that bivariate correlation. There are two variate, x and y. There are two variate. That's why it is called bivariate correlation. Am I right? Everybody is clear
Yes,
now
sir.
concept?
Clear, sir.
Now, this Pearson correlation coefficient, which is denoted by a small r, which is denoted by r, okay, and the value of r varies between -1 to +1. The values of r varies between -1 to +1. Let us take an example. The same example that I am giving. If if the value is +1, what does it indicate? Let us say the correlation coefficient is +1. What does it indicate?
Sir, it's positive.
Yes, both are having a positive relationship. That means if the television watching increases, the hours of television watching increases, then there is also effect to the reading habits. So there are different cases are there. So both are positively correlated. If the value is -1, both are negatively correlated. If the value is 0, both are do not having a strong relation or strong association. Is it clear, the analysis part? Everybody
Yes, sir.
clear now? So that's the reason the value of R varies between -1 to +1. Is it clear?
+1.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
So how will you calculate the value of R? Now question is that, sir, how will you calculate the value of R? So there is a strong formula. It is known as product moment correlation. The small r is known as correlation coefficient, and we calculate the product moment correlation, which is calculated by a big formula, xi minus x bar, yy minus x bar divided by this. Let us take an example so that you can understand how this formula applied and how we are calculating the value of R. Is it clear? Is it clear, guys?
Sir. Hello.
We will take an example, then we'll apply this formula, then we will see how the value of R is.
Sir, actually
हाँ जी,
सर दोनों में से कोई एक फॉर्मूला यूज करना है ना,
नहीं
दो
पहला
फॉर्मूला
वाला
यूज
ले
किया वो
लीजिए,
ऊपर
ऊपर वाला ले लीजिए, नीचे वाला n-1 को मत ले लीजिए, ऊपर वाला को ले लीजिए, ऊपर वाला थोड़ा इजियर है, ठीक है?
क्या बोले सर?
The ऊपर वाला जो फॉर्मूला है, which is on the topper part, you take the upper one, so don't take the bottom part. पीलो वाला
Okay,
को मत लीजिए, ऊपर वाला को ले लीजिए। पीलो वाला कहाँ पे लेना है? जहां पे डिग्रीज ऑफ फ्रीडम का कॉन्सेप्ट आता है उसमें लेना है। but otherwise most of the times we calculated the r based upon the topmost formula, which is xi minus x bar y minus y. Let us take an example, then you can understand how this formula has been applied. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so go to this slide. This is an example. Let us say there are 12 respondents, and in this 12 respondent we have done a survey. In this survey there are two component. One is called attitudes toward the sports car. You know, most of these cars is now coming, so family car, sports car, a luxury car, like various types of cars are coming today. So is a car company, he has doing a survey and he wants to find a relationship between attitude towards sports car and duration of the sports car ownership. So he wants to see both are related. If related, how the both are related. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now coming to the next slide. So you have calculated x bar. X bar is x is here, which is the x bar. X bar is non, this is the independent value. Duration of this sports car ownership is the independent and attitude is dependent. So attitude is the y value and x is the duration, that is the x value is the duration. So x is the independent value and y is the dependent value. So here the attitude is dependent on the duration. So here x bar we have calculated. So how x bar we have calculated? You see 10 plus 12, simple average we have calculated. X bar is equal to divided by 12. Is it clear now?
सर डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल कौन सा है सर? एक्स है.
डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल इज एटीट्यूड. लेट अस से अगर कोई आप स्पोर्ट्स कार खरीद करना चाहते हो, लेट अस से आपने अभी स्पोर्ट्स कार खरीद करना चाहते हो, तो क्या देखेंगे? दे आपका जो ड्यूरेशन ऑफ द स्पोर्ट्स कार ओनरशिप जो है वही अगर खरीद कर रहा है, जैसे मान लीजिए आपने खरीद करना चाहते हैं, अगर somebody हैज, मान लीजिए प्रशांत ने खरीद किया है, तो आप प्रशांत को देखेंगे उसको कैसे चल रहा है, कितने दिन से वो कार को यूज कर रहा है, उस कार में क्या क्या बेनिफिट है, हाउ मच माइलेज द कार इज गिविंग, what is the accident probability the car is having, what is the features the car is, everything you have to learn from Prashant. So your attitude to purchase a sports car will depend upon the duration of the sports car ownership. अगर कितने दिन तक वो कार को रखता है, कोई 4 साल में बेच देता है, कोई 10 साल में बेच देता है, कोई 15 साल में बेच देता है, तो आपको एक एवरेज आइडिया आ जाएगा कि हाउ मेनी पीपुल एंड हाउ मच ड्यूरेशन दे आर कीपिंग द कार. तो आपको एक एटीट्यूड आ जाएगा, एक पॉजिटिव आ जाएगा और मे बी नेगेटिव एटीट्यूड आ जाएगा. So your attitude to purchase a car, which is a dependent variable, it depends upon the duration of ownership of the car. Am I clear now?
Yes, sir.
Now, so in this case,
Yes.
हाँ बोलो, ask me any question.
Clear है sir.
Now,
Sir.
in this case, x bar is calculated. Similarly, very simple, average this plus this divided by 12.
Sir,
Okay?
sir,
Y bar is calculated. Here y is how much? Y is starting from 6, 6, 9, 8, 3, 10 like that. This is the y value, attitude. So this has been calculated. Y bar is calculated. Just 1 second. Y bar is calculated. Just 1 second. Y bar is calculated. Now xi minus x bar, yi minus y bar रो summation. So xi कितना हो गया? Xi is 10. Xi is first one is 10. उसमें एवरेज कितना है? 9.33. सो 10 माइनस 9.33. सिमिलरली y माइनस y बार, y इज इक्वल टू 6 माइनस 6.58. ऐसे करके सभी केस में 12 केस में पूरा कैलकुलेट किया है. सो xi माइनस x बार भी कैलकुलेट किया है. आर यू एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड नाउ?
yes, sir.
Clear? Now, once we calculate, then we'll go to the next slide. Already the slide is given. आपको मैंने slide दे दिया है. It has been already loaded in the online portal. अब थोड़ा ध्यान से उसको देखना पड़ेगा. Don't worry. Let's have some patience. उसको देखिए. ऐसे कैलकुलेट करने के बाद you will find at the bottom आपका R value कैलकुलेट हुआ है, which is equal to 0.9361 और we can say 0.9 मान के पकड़ लीजिए. So R value is equal to 0.9. This is one method of calculating the R. Is it clear? Another method you can calculate in a tabular form. अब देखिए इसको टेबुलर फॉर्म में रख सकता है. जैसे नंबर आप रख सकते हैं 1 2 3 4 5 to 12. जैसे एटीट्यूड रख सकता है y, that you can keep on this. That x you can keep, duration x you can keep. then x minus x bar, like that. Tabulated form, you can also calculate the R value. So I have calculated tabulated form, then I put the R value. So here also the R value is coming 9.61 or you can say 0.9. What does it is significant? इसका मतलब क्या है? अगर R value 0.9 आएगा उसका मतलब क्या है?
So means so positive है सर ये.
It is close towards the 1. 0.9 means it is
Yes, sir.
close more to plus 1. That means it is highly
Yes, sir.
related or highly associated. Is it clear? So in this way we can find the significance of correlation. So correlation is basically the type of association or the type of relationship that we find between two variables x and y. One is a dependent variable, other is independent variable. That's why it is called bivariate correlation. And the correlation coefficient we determined by R, which is known as Pearson correlation coefficient. We calculate by applying this formula. You can go for tabulated form, you can go for normal form. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Clear sir.
Next. Now we can apply by using the correlation, we can also calculate the hypothesis or we can also test the hypothesis. Let us say here we can test the hypothesis by applying the correlation and we can apply the hypothesis by applying the regression also. इसका मतलब यही है कोरिलेशन रिग्रेशन दोनों को यूज करके हम भी हमारा हाइपोथेसिस टेस्ट कर सकता है. कैसे? लेट अस से द सेम केस H0 is equal to rho is equal to 0 or H0 is equal to rho is, why I have used rho? Because I have taken population, I have not taken sample mean. If I have taken mu, it is computed for a population rather than a sample. So here I have united a rho. I can also use mu, I can also use rho here. Okay? Now is it clear?
Yes sir.
Then coming to the next thing, we have to calculate the test statistics. Here you have to calculate the test statistics. Like in every case, we will calculate the t value, we will calculate the z value, sometimes we will calculate the f value. Here we will calculate the t value or the test statistics. Here how will we calculate? This is the formula: r into n minus 2 1 minus r square to the by 1 by 2. और इस फॉर्मूला को हम ऐसे लिख सकता है, आप एक सिंपल फॉर्मूला लिख दीजिए, दिस इक्वल टू स्मॉल r डिवाइडेड बाय, राइट डाउन, स्मॉल r डिवाइडेड बाय क्लियर? लिख रहा है स्मॉल r जो है जॉइंट स्मॉल r डिवाइडेड बाय स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 1 माइनस r स्क्वायर डिवाइडेड बाय n माइनस 2. Is it clear?
Yes sir.
Now but so just put the value, r value we have calculated 9.361. now n is equal to 12 and n minus 2, then 1 minus r square, then we put, then this take the square root. Now t value we got 8.414. this is the calculated t value. Now what is our degree of freedom? Degree of freedom is 10 because 12 is there and there are two variables x and y. So 12 minus 2, that is equal to 10, that is equal to 10. So when our degree of freedom is equal to 10 and it is a two-tailed test and significance level, let us say 5% 72 levels, then our value, tabulated value is equal to 2.228. Here you see 2.228. so the null hypothesis of no relationship between x and y is rejected. That means the null hypothesis is rejected because it is coming on the rejection region, it is not coming on the acceptance region. So हम null hypothesis को reject कर देते हैं. That means that there is a strong relationship between the two variables. When it is equal to, when null hypothesis is equal to 0, relationship नहीं है. When the null hypothesis is not equal to 0, there is a relationship. Is it clear now?
Yes sir. सर इसमें सर
हाँ बताओ।
सर इसमें null hypothesis क्या है सर इसमें?
है
सर इसमें null hypothesis क्या होगा सर?
very simple, that mu is equal to 0, that means there is no relationship between, let us say, product attitude, let us say same problem we can find out. let us say बात कोई रिलेशनशिप नहीं है, so mu is equal to 0 means कोई रिलेशनशिप नहीं है. When mu is not equal to 0 means there is a relationship.
यस सर.
Very clear हो गया ना?
हाँ सर, मतलब सर टेस्टिंग करने के बाद अगर सर जीरो, सर मान लीजिए नेगेटिव आया या पॉजिटिव आया,
नहीं टेस्टिंग में तो
वो रिलेटेड है.
हाइपोथेसिस टेस्टिंग में तो पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव नहीं आएगा ना. हाइपोथेसिस टेस्टिंग में क्या आएगा, whether will accept the null hypothesis, whether will reject the null hypothesis, वही हमको मिलेगा. हाइपोथेसिस में नेगेटिव पॉजिटिव नहीं आएगा, लेकिन जो आर वैल्यू कैलकुलेट करने का टाइम है, व्हेन वी कैलकुलेट द वैल्यू ऑफ आर, वी मे गेट ए नेगेटिव, वी मे गेट पॉजिटिव. That is possible. But hypothesis में we may not get negative value, positive value. We will only test whether with the hypothesis which you have taken is a right hypothesis or it is a wrong hypothesis. That means whether our null hypothesis is true or whether our no alternate hypothesis is true. Is it clear?
क्लियर सर.
Clear हो गया? So I think you people are clear about the correlations. This is most of the times because correlation is a bigger chapter, so you should not go for in depth of the correlation for you, but you should know the concept. Clear?
हम लोग सर पढ़े हैं सर फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में, गौतम सर पढ़ाए हैं स्टैट्स में.
ठीक है, बहुत अच्छा है, बहुत अच्छा है. तो इसका मतलब तो आपको तो क्लैरिटी हो गया. रिग्रेशन पढ़ाए थे सर ने?
हाँ सर, स्क्वीनेस भी पढ़ाए हैं.
अच्छा ठीक है, तो फिर रिग्रेशन पढ़ाए तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. रिग्रेशन अगर आपको पता है तो रिग्रेशन एनालिसिस में बेसिकली क्या होता है, रिलेशनशिप पता चलता है. 3 थिंग्स यू टू फाइंड आउट इन केस ऑफ रिग्रेशन. रिग्रेशन हम लोग को क्या देखना पड़ेगा, नंबर 1 whether that is a relationship or not, और whether that is a association or not, ये पहला चीज है. नंबर 2, what is the strength of association, if it is going very positive or if it is going very negative, what is the strength of relationship, we have to find out. Then we have to find out a mathematical equation. If you remember y is equal to mx plus c, आपको याद होगा इन 10th क्लास का मैथमेटिक्स में आपको एक इक्वेशन याद होगा, y is equal to mx plus c, याद होगा 10th क्लास में. तो 10th क्लास में है. So this is a mathematical relationship we have to find out. Then we can predict the value of dependent variable. Let us take an example, the same example, then you can understand. This is clear now. रिग्रेशन में बहुत बड़ा चैप्टर है, so you should not go in depth. अगर if you are reading it is well and good, but for you need to understand the simple regression. There are 2 types of regression. One is called simple regression, another is called multiple regression. Okay, so for you need to go for the simple regression where you are going for a basic things. If you are going for a multiple regression, there are many things you will study. Okay.
Yes sir.
Now we will go to the example. Let us say this is a bivariate regression model. So when you go for a bivariate regression model, we will get a equation like this. As I have told you, y is equal to mx plus c. Instead of m, there is beta 1 and c, that is beta 0. So here which is the dependent, which is the independent? In this equation, who is the dependent variable, who is the independent variable?
So y is equal to dependent.
Y depends on x. That means if we change the value of x, automatically y will change. Am I right? If we change the value of
Yes.
x, automatically y will vary. Then if I put 1 unit of x, how much variation y happens, that explains our strength of relationship. नहीं समझा नहीं, आप लोग समझा नहीं, नॉट क्लियर आई थिंक.
हाँ सर बताइए और एक बार.
लेट अस से y is equal to beta 0 plus beta 1 plus x. ठीक है. What is beta 1? Beta 1 is the slope of the line mx. What is beta 0? Beta 0 is the intercept of the line, but it is constant. Is it clear now? Simple formula. Y is equal to mx plus c. Now in this equation, if you understand the equation carefully, y changes when there is a change of x. Am I right?
हाँ सर.
So if I give x as a 2, then automatically y changes.
Yes sir.
If I give x as a 5, then automatically y changes.
Yes sir. Y will
Now,
change.
when I have given 2 and when I have given 5 to the x, how much variation is y, I can know. नहीं समझा हुआ, नहीं समझ में आ रहा है, नहीं समझ में आ रहा है.
समझ में आ गया, बट अभी जो आप पूछे वो नहीं समझ में आया.
अच्छा चलिए,
क्या पूछे आप?
हम लोग x में एक वैल्यू दिया. आई एम टेलिंग इन हिंदी सो दैट यू विल बी क्लियर. हमने x में एक वैल्यू दिया, लेट अस से x में हम 2 दे दिया. ठीक है, कोई भी वैल्यू दिया तो देयर विल बी चेंज इन y. y का वैल्यू आएगा, जो भी वैल्यू आएगा. लेट अस से आई विल गेट अ वैल्यू ऑफ y. ठीक है, इफ आई पुट 5 इन प्लेस ऑफ x, I will also get a value of y. Am I right?
Yes sir.
That means when I am putting when I am putting 2 in place of x, there is a change in y. Clear? When I am
Yes,
putting 5 in place of x, there is also a change in y.
Yes sir.
But how much variation is happening to y when I am changing the value of x from 2 to 5? That is to be considered.
Yes sir. That is regression.
That is the crunch of the regression. That is the crunch of the strength of association. Is it clear now?
Yes sir.
Everybody is clear? अरे भूख लग रहा है क्या? छोड़ देंगे आप लोग को, ज्यादा नहीं, अभी 5-10 मिनट में छोड़ देंगे. वो समझ के आप लोग भी बोर हो जाएंगे, सुबह से क्लास हो रहा है. क्या आयुष? आयुष है कि नहीं है? तो आयुष, आरजू, आर यू देयर?
Yes, sir.
निशांत, क्या कर रहा है? चक दे ना, क्या बोल रहा है?
Yes, sir.
नहीं सर, है सर निशान.
निशांत है? अच्छा.
Yes, sir.
हाँ, और ऋतिक कहाँ चला जा रहा है? उसका माइक्रोफोन खराब है ना, ऋतिक खुद खराब हो गया है. कहाँ है वो?
नहीं सर, माइक्रोफोन एक्चुअली खराब है.
अच्छा, कल भी नहीं था. अच्छा, ठीक है. अपार्ट फ्रॉम जोक, लेट अस गो टू द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. इज इट ओके?
Yes.
Okay. Now regression also we can apply the regression, and also we can calculate the hypothesis testing, or we can go for the hypothesis testing. Similarly, regression value we can calculate by COV XY SXY. We can calculate. See the problem that you can understand. The intercept A then may be calculated as A is equal to y minus bx. Let us say xy yi. So x is 10, y is 6. xy yi, x is 12, y is 9. That means if I put the values of x, then I will put the values of y. Similarly, xy I can calculate, xi bar I can calculate. I can calculate all these things. Very simple. We have to only carry out the data from that. Now, if I put, then x bar I can calculate, y bar I can calculate. Very simple. Now, n is equal to 12. The same example. B can be calculated as 917. Where is 917? Where you got 917? xy I bar 917. Is it clear?
Yes sir.
Minus 12
Yes, sir,
is
yes, sir.
n, that is 9.3. So I can calculate now B. Now I can put this equation. So y bar minus b x bar. So I got a equation 6.583 minus 0.5897 into 9.93. This is my regression equation, and finally I got the value of A.
सर ये वाला पीपीटी आप भेजे हैं सर?
हाँ भेजा है तो आपको, आप लोग के पास है.
हाँ
This is very
कर लेंगे
simple.
सर रिवाइज के लिए.
This is very simple. Only
Yes.
only thing is that you have to keep the patience, nothing else. Since the mathematical subject, you have to keep the patience. Similarly, for regression analysis also, or I can say by taking the regression analysis also, you can go for hypothesis testing. But for this, I will not go for this because this is a bigger form of these things. So you should not go for this hypothesis testing. But by regression also, you can go for hypothesis testing, and by correlation also, you can go for hypothesis testing. So I can stop my lecture here, and I have covered all this portion of your research methodology. One thing I have left, I was thinking today that how to go for an online questionnaire survey. Because nowadays, when you go to the SIP, probably you may face a difficulty in designing the questionnaire through online. Online questionnaire design कर सकते हैं. There are various platforms like Google Form is there, Survey Monkey is there. So there are different platforms are there. So I was thinking to कवर दैट वन. आप लोग जाइए ऑनलाइन में, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. हाउ टू पुट द क्वेश्चन, जैसे हम क्वेश्चनर कर रहे हैं ना, क्वेश्चनर में जैसे मल्टीपल चॉइस कर रहा है, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल once in a day how much chocolate do you take, less than 5, between 5 and 10, more than 20, cannot be decided, like let us say 4 ऑप्शन. इस 4 ऑप्शन को हम लोग गूगल फॉर्म में क्वेश्चनर बना सकते हैं और बच्चे लोग को दे सकता है. सो दिस पार्ट आई हैव लेफ्ट. आप लोग देख लीजिए गूगल फॉर्म में कैसे क्वेश्चनर बनाना है. एंड आई थिंक इसके बाद यू विल गो टू द एसआईपी, and SIP में all the portion of the research methodology will be considered. So research methodology is purely a practical subject. All application will be there. So whenever you feel any difficulty, do let me ask. I will explain you. And already I have given the materials to you in the online portal. I think there will not be any problem. ये मैंने एक चीज छोड़ दिया है, जो क्वेश्चनर कैसे ऑनलाइन बनाना है. सर्वे मंकी है, गूगल फॉर्म है. सो देखते हैं, अगर टाइम मिलेगा तो आई विल कवर द नेक्स्ट वीक. Otherwise, I'll take a small session how to make a questionnaire on the Google form. नहीं तो SIP का टाइम में अगर आप ऑनलाइन करते हैं कुछ सर्वे, तो रेस्पेक्टिव फैकल्टी कैन गाइडिंग, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. ठीक है.
यस सर.
सो दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. हाँ बोलो, क्वेश्चन पूछो, बोलो. कुछ प्रॉब्लम है? दिस सब्जेक्ट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फ्रॉम SIP समर इंटेंसिव प्रोग्राम. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, particularly the report, how to make a report. This is very very important. How to make the methodology part, that is the type of research, the sampling, the scales. This is very very important. So I have not discussed the Likert scale. Likert scale is basically 1 to 5 point scale. So basically, for example, how do you satisfy, or how much do you satisfy from ICPI? Somebody say agree, disagree. Somebody say 1 to 5 scale. Somebody say I'm somewhat agree. Somebody say that little bit agree. Somebody say that neither agree nor disagree. So there is a concept of Likert scale which I have not covered, but it is required in case of your research. Likert scale. Just read that one. What are the various scale? I have covered 4 type of scale: interval scale, nominal scale, ratio scale,
Nominal scale.
There is also another type of scale called Likert scale. Okay, which is very very important. Likert scale कुछ नहीं है, 1 to 5 का scale है. Let us say, I will give an example. For example, you can say that how much you are satisfied with the Parikh sir class. Is it clear? Somebody say that somewhat satisfied. 1 to 5. 1 may be the lowest, 5 may be the highest. So let us say अंकित तो लगा कि 5 दे सकता है, so he can give the 5 option. आरजू को लग सकता है he can give the 2 option, वो भी दे सकता है, उनको समझ में नहीं आया. और किसी को लगा, मान लीजिए निशांत को लगा हम 3 ऑप्शन दे सकता है, क्योंकि मेरे को I am not very convinced whether I understood or not. So like that you can give a remarks, you can give a your response for a scale. That type of scale is known as Likert scale because it has been devised by Rincis Likert. उनका नाम से ये स्केल बना हुआ है, इसको बोलते हैं Likert scale. ठीक है
सर, कौन से स्केल बताएं आप सर?
Likert, LIKERT, Likert scale.
ओके सर.
ठीक है. दिस इज कॉमन थिंग विल फाइंड इन केस ऑफ रिसर्च. आप जो समर इंटर्नशिप करेंगी तो आपको ये क्वेश्चन जरूर मतलब यू विल गेट एनी क्वेश्चन रिगार्डिंग समर इंटर्नशिप, एनीथिंग एल्स रिगार्डिंग रिसर्च मेथोडोलॉजी, प्लीज आस्क.
यस.